Pucatraders, what up? My name is Wilson, and we are doing a Modern Masters 2015 draft. That's right, Modern Masters. And we do things a little different around here. I found out that Spirits is kind of insane. It has very rarely had a losing record. These are Swiss tournaments, and I would say about 95% of the time you go 2-1 or better playing Spirits. So it's between Sunlance or Swans, which is a Spirit, and I think we're actually going to take the Swans here. It's a 4/3 flyer, which Spirits don't have any flyers. It's a Spirit. It's quite good. Scuttling Death can soul shift into it. It's great. All right, so this pick here, there's not a whole lot for us. There's a lot of blue cards and not, that great of blue cards. Glass Dust Kulk is fine, but we're not doing blue. We're going Spirits. And so with our picks, we're looking at either Sickle Ripper, Sign and Blood, or Tarashi's Grasp. Now, out of all of these, I think this is going to be a weird pick, but I think it's the Tarashi's Grasp. It's a sideboard card, yes, but it's a very, very, very good sideboard card. Killing things like Glass Dust Kulk, killing things like Flare Husk is just very, very good. So I think that it's going to be that. Sickle Ripper is close, and Sign and Blood. Yeah, this is a tough one. It also keeps us in white, just in case like this Spirit plan like really and truly does not work out. So I'm going to take the Tarashi's Grasp. It's like, I don't know. It's also like borderline main deckable. It's borderline though. Very, very close. I'm going to take this Devouring Greed. Picking up an early Devouring Greed now means that we don't have to think about this ever again. And this is, for Spirits, just like a fireball right at the end. Just a 4 mana, deal 14 to you game. It's very, very good. See? Just draft Spirits, and it's always open. It's always there. Just waiting for you. Other things in this pack. Yeah, let's hope the Apostle's Blessing comes back. We'll also maybe play the Vampire Lacerator. But it's definitely Waxbane Baku, because Waxbane Baku is just the heart and soul of this deck. This deck, so how it plays out, and this totally looks like a weird beginning to a Modern Masters draft, but this is right where I want to be, with a Waxbane Baku and a couple of cards that are just high on the power level. But here's how Spirits works, is that what you do is you just push things out of the way. Even if you're using Waxbane Baku for 1, push something out of the way, get in for 2. Use Waxbane Baku for 1, push something out of the way, get in for 4. You're just getting in this incremental damage, and then by the end, when they're at 8 or 7, you can actually just burn them out with things like Thief of Hope, with things like Devouring Greed. It's very, very good. And, black lends itself to a lot of great spells like Nameless Inversion, and white also has great spells like Blinding Soul Eater. There's an Orzhov Basilica just sitting right there, but Blinding Soul Eater is very, very good for this deck. Like I was just saying, you just push something out of the way, and you just get in for damage. In this set, I've noticed that a lot of things will go tall instead of wide. I mean, there are things like Tukatung Thalid and some degree of artifacts, but with those decks, it's a tough matchup, but they are a winnable matchup. While things like Proliferate, Bloodthirst, just making one huge creature is really, really, really tough for Spirits to lose that game. Because what you're doing is you're just pushing one thing out of the way one at a time. Alright, so we have a choice between Dusthunter Bat, Evolving Wilds, Dread Drone, Death Denied. It's a cool Thunderblast chilling here, and a Shrewd Hatchling, but I think we're going to want the Dusthunter Bat. It is a flyer. Flyers are pretty great in this format. Especially when they can get out early and they're 2/2s. Then, pushing the one thing out of the way is much easier, because maybe they'll just have 1 flyer or 2 flyers. You can just end up pushing them out of the way with Waxbane Bakus and Blinding Soul Eaters. Also, Bloodthirst is fairly easy to enable in Spirits, because you're pushing things out of the way and dealing damage and getting this incremental advantage. it's really good to have things like Dusthunter Bat to Bloodthirst up afterwards. All right, so we have a few choices here. Tumble Magnet is very, very good. However, in Spirits, the 3-drop slot is so hotly contested. You have Waxbane Baku, you have Thief of Hope, you have Blinding Soul Eater, Arrest, Oblivion Ring, Pillory of Sleepless, just tons and tons of very good cards. And then even things like Ghostly Changelings. So 3s are hotly contested. I'm not going to take another bat. I'm going to take this Otherworldly Journey. Otherworldly Journey is so good to have in your deck, at least just one of them, that I will take that over a Dusthunter Bat. Like, you can do crazy things where, like, you get in for, 2 damage with a Dusthunter Bat, and then you second main phase Otherworldly Journey it, and then it comes back in with the Bloodthirst and the +1/+1 counter. Now it's a 3/3 flyer. I'm going to take the Celestial Purge. Ulamog's Crusher is, kind of hard to deal with, but, again, it's just one of those tall creatures that you can just push out of the way. Kite Sail is very good for this deck, just, suiting up a Waxbane Baku or something and swinging in. But we're going to take Celestial Purge here. It's such a good sideboard card. Like, sideboard cards in this deck are so good, because if you can have things like Celestial Purge, Tarashi's Grasp, Shrivel, even like a Conclave Phalanx in your board, like, those are very good. Waking Nightmare, while it is an arcane spell, and that's kind of like what we're doing here, it's not good. Even if you have the Long Forgotten Gohei, which makes all of your arcane spells -1, so it's a 2-mana discard 2. It's still not great. It's very low on the power level. Well, I think Conclave Phalanx is something that we would want if we're playing against one of those like hyper aggressive red decks. Sickle Slicer came back. Wonderful. This was the choice between Sickle Slicer, Sign of Blood, and Tarashi's Grasp, and all 3 of those things came back. Also, very good blue cards. This pack wasn't very strong overall, but I'm going to take the Sickle Ripper. Just getting that incremental damage early on. That's what Spirits does. This is our game plan. All right. I'm actually thinking about the Azorius Chancery, because if we have like Swamp, Azorius Chancery, we could cast Swans. Instill Infection and another Conclave Phalanx is not exactly where I want to be. And this is just, it would just take the place of a Plains. So, I don't know. It's an interesting pick. But we'll see how that plays out. It gets a little weird if we have things like Spectral Procession that we want to play on 3, but we want to play the Chancery on 2. Apostle's Blessing is a good card to pick up. I usually want to play one Otherworldly Journey and one Apostle's Blessing just to have diversity. But it's also good to have 2 Otherworldly Journeys, because you get the Arcane off this. See, the Arcane off this and the Arcane off Tarashi's Grasp is so good compared to the Waking Nightmare, where, yeah, it is Arcane, but these are just regular good cards. Okay, we'll take the Otherworldly Journey and move this Apostle's Blessing to the board. See, like I was saying, I like 2 Otherworldly Journeys. Now we don't need to pay attention to these. Now, these we can do whatever with. Gosh, what is coming out of there? Is that a turtle? That's crazy. Okay, we'll take a Dread Drone. I never want to play these, but they're good. Again, pushing things out of the way and getting in damage and then getting in 4 at a time. It's very good. Also works very good with Otherworldly Journey. Turns it into it's a Make Your Own Cobble Brute, a 5/2. But, it also brings things in with it. Death Denied, I don't think I've ever played this in this format. It's weird. In the first Modern Masters, Death Denied was actually very good. In this Modern Masters, it's not so great. It is arcane, though. Something to think about with the Waxbane Bakus. Okay. So we have Blinding Soul Eater and Puppeteer Click. We also have options at Mutagenic Growth and Sickle Slicer. But I think it's going to be the Puppeteer Click. 3/2 flyer. You get to what is this? You get to unearth something from their graveyard, and then it has haste, and you have to exile it. I don't remember what card that is specifically. Corpse Dance? No, that's your graveyard. I don't know. Whatever it does, it's good, and it's a flyer, and it's awesome. Blinding Soul Eater is a sad thing to pass up here, but this is a good one. I like this one. Alright, so first impressions of this pack. I see a Shadow Mage Infiltrator, which we actually have incidental blue off of this, which is interesting. It's interesting to think of. I don't think it's that great of a card to, you know, try and work around that. Cammy, though, is a very good card. It is a spirit, and it is a spirit that we can devour and greed. It's a spirit that gets us a key counter. Yeah, I think it's Cammy. Also, just 2/2s for 2 are very good in this set. Very, very good in this set. Like, there's, you know, really each color has one. You know, Sunspirit, Shikari, and Cammy are both white, but there's also, like, the Aquastan Spider. You know, just very good 2/2s for 2. Even things like the Rune Servitor is a 2/2 for 2 that any deck could play. Other things in this pack, there's the Shikari, the Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Cathodian is very good, but again, you know, 3 drops fill out really quickly. It's not showing so far, but we haven't seen any Thief of Hopes or any more Waxwing Bakus. But I think that's just because they haven't been opened. Usually, if they're opened, they start flowing. Sometimes there's 2 in the same pack, which is a real bummer. I'm going to take the Bone Splinters here. Bone Splinters is actually very good with things like, you know, soul-shifting spirits. You can just get them back later and, you know, make up for the card disadvantage you get off Bone Splinters. Not seeing a whole lot in spirits, which is kind of a bummer. There is a Sickle Ripper. There's a Heathfire Hobgoblin, Tarashi's Grasp, Gust Skimmer, Court Homunculus, Dispatch. Probably not playing Dispatch. We only have 1. I'm gonna take the 3 white on this is so brutal, but it is just a 4/4, 4/4 for 3. I'm gonna take the Tarashi's Grasp. Having 2 of these in our sideboard is quite good. Yeah, I'm not seeing spirits here. This is a bummer. We could take a Everflowing Chalice. We could also take... Yeah, I think it's just Everflowing Chalice. It doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Alright. There's a Fortify, which isn't great, but this is kind of looking like this is what our pick is going to be. I don't want a 3rd Otherworldly Journey. Things like Glastos Kulk is not of any interest to me. We'll take a Raise the Alarm. There's also a Death Mark, which is just a good card. Raise the Alarm is good with things like Bone Splinters, too. So we'll take that. Plagued Rasaka. There we go. See, Spirits is open. Spirits is totally open. They just weren't actually opened. We'll take the Sickle Ripper. I mean, this is starting to look like more of a, you know, like a Rush Black sort of deck, like a Rush Spirits Black. We'll take a Cathodian here. It's a good 3-drop. A good man. Good man. Alright, we'll take no, Otherworldly Journey, no. We'll take a Mighty Leap. We'll take a Mighty Leap here. Our sideboard is also very good. I was just looking at this, and it's like, you know, things for a Rush deck. We have Black-Red covered. We have artifacts covered, you know, Infinity. Like, our sideboard is very good. It's just our main deck that's kind of lacking. We do have 18, you know, playable-ish cards, but we're going to need to see some big help in pack 3. I'll take another Sickle Ripper. I don't think I'll play that one. We'll take a Frogmite. Just take that away from artifacts. And send a message by taking this Otherworldly Journey and Warpaint. So yeah, that Daybreak Coronet won't work. We have the Warpaint. Haha. Okay, well, all is forgiven. We'll take Tarmogoyf. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you know what? We don't even have to suffer from Goyfgate because there's no spirits in here. There's an Ordob Basilica, but yeah, Tarmogoyf. I don't think we'll run Tarmogoyf main deck though, but you know, we'll definitely take Tarmogoyf. Like, it's fine. All right, let's see. Back on schedule. I'm gonna take a Spread the Sickness here. The fact that there's no spirits in here too is making me really upset. But we'll take that. All right. It's a Scuttling Death. There's also a Ghostly Changeling, but we'll take a Scuttling Death here. It's better than Dread Drone. It's a 4/2 over a 4/1, and it's a spirit. So we'll take that. We'll hold on to the Dread Drone for now because we do have the Everflowing Chalice, and we do have a Fortify, which makes it very good. But we'll take a Scuttling Death here. All right, I need like 2 Waxmane Bakus and 2 Thief of Hopes right here in a row. Just 4 picks, bang, 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 and then we're good. Tarmogoyf, bang. I don't know. We'll put Goyfman right there, so we know. So we just know that we did it. Yeah, the Goyfman cometh. Okay, so here there's 2 very good cards. There's a Hikari and there's a Sunlance. I think that we don't have any removal. We have 0 removal. We have like Bone Splinters, Plague Rusaka. Yeah. So I think that we have to take the Sunlance here. Hikari is very good. You know what? I think it's actually just Hikari. Hikari is just a great card. Now we can move Dread Drone to the sideboard, and we can take Hikari. Because Hikari's great. There's a Waxmane Baku. There we go. Getting on track. Took a Hikari. Staying true. How about a Thief of Hope? Thief of Hope. Thief of Hope. Bang. There we go. You know, I was thinking about this, and it's funny because all of the rare, of course the rare, but the uncommons and then commons are all in alphabetical order. So my eyes have stopped going up to the rare slot for Modern Masters, but instead they go to the alphabetical end of the commons because we have Waxmane Baku and Thief of Hope, both just taking up the rear in the alphabet. But yeah, we'll take Thief of Hope. Oh, I thought that was a Thief of Hope, but there's a Pillory right there. All right, suddenly our deck is not looking so bad. It was looking pretty grim, but now we're looking pretty good. We'll take this Pillory. There's another Hikari, which is insanity. All right. We're doing okay now. Oh my gosh, it's all here. It's all here. How many, oh my gosh. Do we want a Waxmane Baku or a Moonlit Strider? First Moonlit Strider. I'd probably want Moonlit Strider. We have 2 Waxmane Bakus already. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Spirit Arcane things. You know, Moonlit Strider is so good, giving that protection from a color, and also getting another 4-drop in that slot. Oh, perfect. See, we took the Goyf. We leave the Cannoli. We left the Orzhov Basilica just chilling there, but we got it back. And now we can take a Sign in Blood. That's pretty good. That's an okay card. Alright, so our deck got kind of really good really quickly. And a Incidental Spirit here with a Ghostly Changeling. Now we can start cutting some of the flack from this deck. We'll take Bloodthrone Vampire. Yeah, I guess. Just another creature. We already have a Conclave Phalanx, so I don't want too many of those. Yeah, I got to start cutting some flack. We have 26 playables now. Another Ghostly Changeling is not bad. So maybe we run... Let's see. Remand just still chilling there. Alright, well, we'll just pick up some money. And a Shrivel for the board. Wonderful. Wonderful. That's a great Shrivel for the board. I think that we can take out the Fortify. And let's see. Let's see. What do we have here? Group creatures separately, except you are a creature. And maybe we take out the Everflowing Chalice. We don't really need an Everflowing Chalice. Like, Everflowing Chalice is good if you want to get to 4, and that's not quite where we're going. We're going towards more of a 3. So we can't play this on 1. So I think we take that out. And I think that Sign in Blood can be taken out. Gosh, Spread the Sickness plus Waxmane Baku. So good. Let's see. We got to take out one more card. And I'm looking at Sickle Ripper as a card that we could take out. Yeah, I think it's Sickle Ripper. He's not great. Definitely playing the Basilica. Do we want to play this in case we go... I mean, we took out Sign of Blood, so we're not going to be as heavy black. Like, we are running Ghostly Changeling, so we want to be as much black as possible. And this is just filling in the place of a Plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 black pips with black pips inside of black pips. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 white pips. White's already getting a card here. I think... I mean, we don't have a whole lot of 2-drops that we want to run out. And we're okay doing this. And Azorius Chancery does play the Raise the Alarm. Okay. Alright, I'm in. None of these. 1 and 1. And combine groups. Cool. Well, I think that this is probably going to be it. Yeah, this looks okay. This looks okay. I mean, we got there in that last pack. But, you know, sometimes it's just spirits aren't opened, but they're not taken. They're just not opened. But we do have some very good cards like Puppeteer Click and Hikari and Tarmogoyf and Pillory of Sleepless. So, yeah, I think that this is good. So, boop, there we go.